what happens to California grid reliability when Diablo closes?
Yeah, that's a great question. And we actually do address this in the report. And I'll start off by saying, the scale of brownouts that California experienced in 2020 was on the order of about a gigawatt, okay, so that's the number. And as a reference, nuclear power plant Diablo Canyon is approximately 2.2 gigawatts. So without Diablo Canyon, the scale of the brownout would just have been much larger. And even, that small scale of a brownout in California really caused a lot of challenges. And so it really goes to show the size of the plant in contributing to reliability. And now already, California has suspended some licenses to close down gas power plants because they assumed that they would be needed for reliability in California. And so we're already seeing California scrambling to secure resources to ensure no brownouts in the future. And so looking to 2025, this challenge is going to get worse as there's more electrification in California. So the load is actually increasing, which means that the rate that we procure this is not necessarily just to ensure reliability, but also to meet the growing demand. So it's just an ever increasing challenge in California. And Diablo Canyon can play so many different roles of contributing reliability and clean energy simultaneously.
Thank you. Any thoughts on the sort of the alternative uses, desalination and hydrogen? Anything else you want to a picture you want to paint there of how Diablo could contribute if it was to remain open?
Yeah, I think fundamentally it comes down to the fact that Diablo Canyon and nuclear power plants in general are the biggest source of the cleanest and low cost energy generation there is. And a lot of different, future fuel needs, whether that's water or hydrogen, is going to require energy. And, it's the same. If we want to build more hydrogen within the system, for cars or for industrial sector, we need to produce that hydrogen. And that's either going to require more solar and wind plants. But what our analysis shows is that actually producing that with nuclear is actually cheaper. Same with water. A desalination plant existing in Carlsbad, California today. If we were to build the same size plant of that in Diablo Canyon, it'd be approximately 50% cheaper because of the existing infrastructure and low energy costs. So, Professor Aruna Majumdar earlier, when we first released the study, had mentioned that it could be an energy source that is utilized for negative emissions technologies as well. So, clean energy and reliable energy is really going to be important in future energy systems, not only for electricity, but for the economy as a whole. And so I think it's just a plethora of opportunities for nuclear power plants to play in, producing a lot of these other derivative energy sources.
Thank you, EJ.